The objective for this lesson is I can solve division problems with 0 in the dividend or with a 0 in the quotient. And I am going to show you how to do that, but first I want to show you how to check your answer for a division problem. So what you do is when you're doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division is you can do the opposite operation to check your work. So if you're subtracting, you can add to check it. So I'm going to show you what to do with a division problem using the algorithm. You're using long division, and then show you how to check it by multiplying. So this is 4,832 divided by 3. So again, if you're having any trouble solving or doing division with the algorithm, long division, watch again. Remember, it's one number at a time. So I see how many times 3 goes into 4. I can fit 1 3 into 4, or if I'm counting by threes, how many does it take to get to 4? And it's 1. So 1 3 is equal to 3. And then I have to see what's my remainder is because it doesn't go in equally, so I subtract. And then I bring down my next number, which is an 8. And then I see how many 3's goes into 18. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3's is equal to 18. So I can get rid of it. I don't have to check for a remainder. Now I bring down my 3. Well, how many 3's go into 3? Oh, 1. Right? 1 3 is 3. And then I have a 2. And how many 3's go into 2? That's right, 0. 3 does not fit into 2. So I have a remainder of 2. So my answer is 1,610 remainder of 2. So now I'm going to show you how to check to see if your answer is right. You basically go backward. Instead of doing this divided by this equals this, I'm going to go backward. And so I'm going to take my answer, 1,610, multiply it by 3, and then hopefully I'm going to get this. The thing is, though, if it doesn't go in evenly, if you have a remainder, once you get your answer to this multiplication problem, you simply add the 2 on, and you should wind up back at this. So I'll show you. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18, so I carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus my extra is 4. Now I take that remainder and add it on, and I get 4,832, which is what I started with. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now, let's get to solving division problems with 0 in the dividend or with a 0 in the quotient. All this means is if I have a 0 in the dividend, remember the dividend is the number inside the box or inside the little house. So let's say all right, so I have a 0 in the dividend. All right, so I'm going to show you what that means. It doesn't matter what numbers you have in your dividend. You're still going to divide the same way. So it's how many 4's goes into 5? 1. 1 4 is equal to 4. It didn't go in evenly, so I have to find my remainder, which is 1. All right, now I bring my 0 down. It's the same steps. 4 goes into 10 twice, right? Because 4, 8, I can only get to 8. So 2 4's is equal to 8. My remainder is 2. I bring down my other 8. And then it's how many 4's goes into 28, which happens to be 7. So there's your answer. Now, when you have a 0 in the divisor, did it say divisor? No, 0 in the quotient. Oh, okay. I see what they're saying. All right, so let me show you one of those with a 0 in the where you're going to wind up with a 0 in the answer. So let's say you are doing this. Here's a good one. All right, so you're going to wind up with a 0 in the quotient. Again, it doesn't matter what your numbers are. You divide the same way every time. So it's how many 3's goes into 3, and that's 1. So 1 3 is 3. I don't have a remainder, so I can go on to my 2. All right, how many 3's go into 2? That's right, 0. So you put 0 up here. So 0 3's is 0, right? So I didn't divide anything really into my 2. So I have a remainder, and I have to bring down my next number. This is where you end up with a 0 in your answer. And then how many 3's go into 24? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it goes in evenly. And there's your answer. Okay? So I'm going to give you one problem to try. Where you're going to, I'm not going to tell you where the 0 is going to be, but I just want you to try one problem. I'm not going to make it too difficult for you. So let's do, I'll even have you divide by 2, which is not a difficult number to divide by. So let's do 614 divided by 2. Solve that. All right, so hopefully you did 2 goes into 6 3 times. Right, 2, 4, 6. That's 3 of them. There's no remainder, so I don't have to subtract anything from the 6, but I have to now see, well, how many 2's go into 1? 0. 2 does not fit into 1, does it? So I have to bring the 4 down too. So how many 2's go into 14? I can keep counting my 2's over here. 8, 10, 12, 14. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you got 307, great job. All right, don't get frustrated. Keep practicing that division. And if you're doing really great at it too,